Yay, World Cup fever. Yes, it's time for the World Cup. And I remember the day the draw was made, and it seemed as if, ah, when will June 11 come by from December 5, But here we are on the cusp of history, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the first match, the Group A. That's Mexico, of course, hosting South Africa. We know the story last time around, it was the other way around in 2010. So South Africa have a lot to prove, and yes, don't forget they were Nigeria's group and they topped, despite the fact that they were deducted 3 points. Okay, they were able to top with results going their way on the final day against Benin. So yes, that Nigeria beating Benin, of course, we know the story, and they qualified. Okay, they qualified despite that error in the match against Lesotho. They got away with it and they didn't pay a costly price. Okay, 3 points were taken away, but South Africa are in the World Cup, and after 16 years they come back again. And but one thing that I think in that group, Group A now, that would give Mexico, no odds to qualify. Mexico have a pedigree in the World Cup. I expect that Mexico will top this group. They've qualified for every single tournament since 1994. They keep qualifying. They've qualified a total of 18 times. So they know how to play. Alvarado, yes. Jimenez, yes. Jimenez, they know how to. Yes, they've not, won before. Quarterfinal best when they hosted it, but they can play well. And I believe that the home advantage may just swing it. If I should swing it in their favor, because South Africa, they know what to do. They have to take their chances. You know, midfield critical Foster, Mokwena, we can't talk much because they of course the coach has relied heavily on the Mamelodi Sundowns connection. Yes. So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So everybody thinks that South Africa will just, I'm sure they won't crumble, but everybody is expecting them to win for Mexico. But you know how it is. The first match in the World Cup, sometimes there are shocks. Okay. That's why I would not want to. Okay, we know what happened 1990, we know what happened 2002 when Senegal beat France as the defending champions. The same thing happened when Cameroon came to spring a surprise against the mighty Argentina. So I really don't know what happened in the match, okay? Even though it seems as if it's going to be a Mexico win, okay, because they are playing in their stadium and they have a better pedigree. Let's face it. Okay, and one thing about the World Cup is those who know how to play it, once you are a regular at the World Cup, that means you can, but let's wait and see. As I said, stranger things have happened. So for Group A, I think Mexico will top or shoot up. Yeah, the sports side thing can happen. And surprisingly, South Korea are there as well. And South Korea, don't forget, yes, they were host coast, but they got to the semis 2002. So South Korea won their group easily to qualify. So when they get to this stage, they can be dangerous. Okay, so that's why I believe that after Mexico, I think South Korea will be next week. But we never can say Czechia too didn't do badly, even though they had to qualify uh, to the playoffs. They can play. Yeah, it must be said. Two penalty shootout wins in the playoffs brought them this far. Okay, so but I think that for Group A, I think Mexico. I'll just pick Mexico and maybe South Korea. Then maybe if we have a third place, we know that third place finishes. I think maybe South Africa can do well there too. But they must score more goals. Okay, it was scoring goals that cost them last time out. Okay, the way neck and neck, even with Mexico. So they have to score goals. Its goal difference will count. It will count. Okay, for Group B, and I think at Casper Canada, Canada is in Group B, and Bosnia, of course, we can't forget their memorable win against Italy in the playoffs final. Qatar is there. Qatar qualifying for the first time through the normal route. That's when they hosted. Okay, so and of course Switzerland is there. For me, I would some people say Canada. But for me, I think I would pick Switzerland, and the reason is simple. Switzerland had a very impressive campaign in qualification. I know that they may not matter, okay, but they are the most experienced. Yes, in this when it gets to the World Cup, so I think they should top. Canada will do well too, but don't forget that Canada just scored their first goal was the last time out in the World Cup. Okay, they don't really they don't get out of the group stages. Okay, so this is their yeah they are the all sister, so they didn't go through the qualifying rounds this time around. Last time they went through qualifying, but let's see what Davis will do. Yeah, yeah, maybe just and maybe let's see how that will go for Canada. So, but I think Switzerland, all things being equal, okay, should be on top there. For Group C, for Brazil, everybody expects Brazil, of course. They have qualified for every single World Cup. Don't forget that. And but they haven't won it since 2002. So they have a lot to do. And interestingly, when Wesley got injured, a defender, and then what Coach Ancelotti now decides to replace him with Edison, or Atlanta. I think he's left now for the Premiership. Why would you? I think United. Why would you replace a defender Wesley with a midfielder? Okay, defense is key. Okay, that's why Brazil. Okay, they may top this group, because of the pedigree. Okay, but I don't know. I don't know if Brazil can go for this number six that they want to, outweigh outdo others now. Okay, Germany are close behind as well as Italy, but I don't know if they can go for that because I looked at it. A defender gets injured, the friendly against Egypt, you now call up a midfielder. We don't. Neymar is there. It's not an injury. Neymar is not an injury, and I came up. I talked about how Rafael Leao was. Yeah, Yao Felix was left out. Yao Felix left out of Chelsea. That is stellar year for Chelsea. Chelsea player of the season. You leave him out and put Neymar. Now, a defender is Wesley is injured. You call up a midfielder. So, and we know from time that defense has always been a problem in Brazil. Yes, they'll say, yeah, we score four, we score five. That's where they, from days of nine. you know, that is the Brazilian. Well, maybe Vinicius Junior will be there to, score many goals, right? Okay, let's wait and see. So Brazil will leave the shock group despite all this, Coach Ancelotti's respect. He's been in football for 15 years. I mean, what am I? But that's leaving João Pedro out. I want to won't cost Brazil. I don't. I just hope so. I just it seemed odd. A proven goal scorer, you leave him out. Okay, fine. Morocco is there as well. Morocco controversial. We see what was at the court of arbitration cast on the AFCON final, but they are there and they don't forget they were in seven last time out, making history as their first African nation. Okay, Arab. So let us wait and see what Morocco can do. Haiti will not be, but Scotland took, after I think they've been away for a long time. All right, 2018. So let us wait and see. So, but I think Brazil, okay, but I don't know if Brazil can go on to win number six. I don't know. With all this, all right. Last group for today. So we do have a very long video. It's group four. That's group D, where USA with politics. Okay. Let's leave our politics and face the pitch. Okay. So people believe that USA, and I'm like, for me, I see Paraguay. Okay, Paraguay. South American teams can be, yes, can be a handful. But yes, and the World Cup, yeah, you know how it is now. So I see Paraguay, maybe USA in second. Okay, Australia is there as well, and don't even discount Turkey. Turkey is there as well. You know, Turkey also have been as semi-finals at the point. So you cannot discount anyone. So USA there, but I think Paraguay, yes, yeah, Paraguay. I give it to Paraguay to top. Paraguay to top. But USA, I mean, you're playing at home. Maybe the home. But I think Paraguay will just have enough. Don't forget that it's in America, so South America, the teams they will not have any problem. They travel easily, okay, from South America to North America. So I think Paraguay there, and for me, yeah, I think we have a better, being based on pedigree, okay, than the US. Yeah, so USA may just come in second, okay, but don't forget Turkey are also very strong. So just go for me it's Paraguay, USA and Turkey. So let's see who goes through. So next round, for Australia, yes, they have also done well, but let's wait and see. I won't even discuss anyone. Okay, so that's the first review, first for the four groups, A, B, and C, D. So in the next video, don't want to make it too long. So let's see. Okay, so South Africa, let's go against Mexico, as they call it. But I think it's Mexico's to lose because of the fact that they're playing in their own stadium, and in fact, they have not even lost for some time now. Mexico have not lost. We'll see.